Now that is an interesting turn of phrase. It catches inside you. It catches inside your head like a burr. Bear? Have you heard it before? So, dear human, did you say that you're unfamiliar with these parts? Hesitantly, you examine the mermaid. Examine. Okay. Thoughtlessly, though you might be, at times you are not so very self-centered that you cannot detect the note of longing in the mermaid's voice. It is evident as she looks at you that she is hoping for a particular answer to her query. This answer, alas, is not one that you cannot furnish her with. You do not want to lie to her. It is after some hesitation, therefore, that you reaffirm your earlier words, though this time you embellish them. You tell the mermaid. You tell the mermaid that you are a traveler from a far off land. Okay, far off land, one which is very dissimilar to this one. It is not a complete fabrication. You tell her that you have only just arrived by the shore, and you are unfamiliar both with your immediate surroundings and those further afield. If there's a village nearby, then you have never set foot in it. You do not know what this village is like, nor how many inhabitants it boasts. You do not know if a calamity, as the mermaids grimly suppose has struck this land. But if she fears all the humans, but uh, but if she fears all the humans within the immediate vicinity have been laid low by some mysterious malady, then she needn't worry overly on that score. You are still alive, are you not? You wonder enough to satiate her curiosity to. I really wait. Enough to satiate her curiosity with the human realm. Uh, Pause. Okay. Hello, done for the low 2 minutes break, or maybe at least maybe 5 minutes break. I don't know. 2 to 5 minutes break. I guess. I guess my voice has a limitation because because I don't really have that much friends. I don't really converse as much as as other people. Yes, 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 yes. That is true. You are here. I am grateful naturally for your for your company. Although wistfully the mermaid sighs. I was rather hoping you might be able to bring me some news of the nearby village and its inhabitants. Well, okay. This makes you wonder. As Was there a particular person in this village you was close to? So you were able to work that match out? The mer- the mermaid answers with a small smile. You you are an intelligent one, aren't you? Your past professors would beg to differ on that score. You were always awful when it you were always awful when it came to academics, mathematics in particular. You could never get your head around all of the numbers. You, your stern, stony-faced man's professor used to despair in you, but she's not here. None of them are here. It is just you now and the mermaid, and she does not need to know about your dismal academic record. You allow yourself a small smile, touched by her compliment, and tell her that it was nothing more than a lucky guess. For a guess, it was remarkably accurate. You, I don't know who's talking here, but you're quite right. I did. Okay, the mermaid is talking. I did. I did have a close friend from close friend from the nearby village. She was very dear to me. Internally, you congratulate yourself on this piece of detective work. How very clever you are. There are many humans in this. There are many humans in this world. Of that I know. The human who spoke with me, however, is special. She was my human. Are you like Goro? You do, you do not fail. You do not fail to catch that possessive note in the mermaid's voice. And I cherish her dearly. She would come to me on my rock. She would come to me on my rock late at night when she was finished with her chores, and we would talk. I I asked her a good number of questions about the human rail and about her customs. I fear my endless inquiries must have my, I fear my endless inquiries must have been rather tedious, but she was always happy to indulge me. She never once scorned me for my ignorance, and neither did she make me feel like a fool. She always made time for me, and she always made time for me, no matter how many demands she had on her time. She was a farmer's daughter, and she was awfully busy from dawn until dusk, threshing hay and taking the animals out to pasture. She told me out. She told me. She told me of her work, and I marveled at her. Slender though she was, she possessed a truly tremendous amount of strength. I, who have lived in the ocean, all who who have lived in the ocean all of my life, ca- cannot cannot countenance working as hard as she did. But she bore her. Wait, so who is talking? Working as hard as she did, but she bore her burdens without complaining. She, she was not the prettiest human who has walked the earth, but but that mattered not to me. Her conversation was engaging, and I knew through our continued encounters that she meant no ill will. She did not have even a single drop of malice in her heart. The wistful manner in which the mermaid speaks of her friend makes you feel for a few brief moments a flicker of some ugly primordial emotion. Could it be jealousy? It is painful, isn't it, to hear others wax poetic about about those they hold dear, particularly when you yourself uh, 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 wait, getting so bubbly with the root beer. Have never been regarded in so intimate a manner. You have for many years been woefully alone, but you are not alone now. You are with the mermaid, and she is with you. And though she might prefer to be in the company of an industrious farmhand, the farmhand is not here. Where did she go? Oh, if only I knew. Oh, if only I knew. She quite simply disappeared one day, almost as if she had been whisked away by a wicked spirit. That seems like quite the anticlimactic ending for such a close relationship. Did the farmhand did the farmhand not did the farmhand not tell her companion beforehand that she might one day disappear? No, she did not. Nothing of the sort happened. It was all very sudden. So you ask, feeling affronted upon the mermaid's behalf? Did she not give you any warning? Not a single one. And when you ask, did she disappear? I do not know. In truth, time is a strange time is a strange concept to beings such as myself, particularly as it seems to ebb and flow differently both above and below the surface. You humans have a strange compulsion to pin down and to place labels upon upon everything. You have names for your season and for your months and even for your days of the week. It is all very precise. We merfolk, however, do we we merfolk we merfolk, however, do not bother with such affairs. Perhaps because we live we live for so much longer than you humans do. Maybe we have no need we have no need to obsessively document our days. Not when not when we have so many of them at our disposal. This curious remark catches your attention. How long exactly do mermaids live for? The mermaid does not look much older than you do, but you cannot help but wonder. My my, my, nosy aren't we? The mermaid asks and she laughs a soft tinkling sound like that of a bell which make you blush. Were you being nosy? Perhaps you were. You have always had a thirst for knowledge, not 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 of the dry, dusty academic variety, but of stories peopled with strange persons. Literature was literature was the only subject you were ever any good at. Again, it is hard for me to quantify, but but to put it in terms of a human like you can understand. I suppose we mermaids can live for centuries. Centuries? That is quite a surprise. But perhaps it shouldn't be. You have been subjected to any number of surprises tonight. First of all, who is chasing me? That hasn't been established. Who is chasing me? Number of surprises tonight. What is one more to add to the pile? I have not been waiting quite that long, however, for my friend to return to me. I think it has been it has been but a few seasons. It might not sound like much, but never before never before I have been so aware of the passage of time. I have experienced any number of once during my life, but I have never wanted anything quite as badly as I want to see her. I wish she would sit with me and she would talk to me just one more time. But perhaps I am asking for an impossibility. I have been waiting for long enough now to presume that she will not be returning to me. I fear that something must have happened to her, or to her family, or perhaps to her whole village. You can hear the worry throbbing the mermaid's voice, so potent that for a few moments you swear you can feel the depths of her sorrow within your own breast. Her sadness over this human girl is a deep, dark thing, almost fathomless. You cannot let yourself indulge it for too long. Otherwise you might you fear you might drown in it. Ruefully, you tell the mermaid once more that you cannot help her. You are only a traveler after all. What do you know of a single insignificant farmhand in a nearby village? Yes, I thought you might I thought you might say that. It is quite unfortunate, but oh well. I I ought not to reflect I ought not to reflect upon all that I'm missing. That would be childish of me. And this is a big words. I have never seen this word before. Churlish of me, and it would not be fair. It would not be fair to you either. You did not approach me, I am sure, with the hope of hearing about all my woes. I should be grateful instead for all it is that I do have. I still have my long life, which stretches before me like a golden cord, and of course I have you now. What? Does she? Do I not? I ought to go soon, before my absence is noticed. But you will not come and visit me again. Visit me again tomorrow night. But will you not come and visit me again tomorrow night? I think I would like that. I've always enjoyed speaking to humans. You make me feel less. You make me feel less alone. You cannot help but feel as the mermaid observes you with those enchanting eyes of hers that she does not truly wish to speak to you for your sake. She wants to use you instead as a substitute for the farmhand as for, for the farmhand that she has been missing so ardently. The thought stings, though you really ought to be used to it. Still to be held in lower esteem than a farmhand of all things. It makes your self-esteem stink. You you try not to let the mermaid notice this though. The woes of your past are not her fault, much as the woes of her past are not yours. It is silly in any case to be jealous of a girl who might very well be dead. That is what you tell yourself. It is it is it is the only way to prop up your bruised sense of self-worth. You would you tell the mermaid after a pause, like to see her again. You would like that very much. Oh, thank you. I have been feeling very gloomy for quite some time, but seeing you has invigorated me. Finally, it feels as though I can smile again. Did she not smile? You wonder after her friend disappeared? I did not. No, I did not. No, I did not have the heart. Without her, the world seemed very dull and drab. Your company has cheered me immensely. This is why I like humans so much. You are not callous and unfeeling, like the merfolk who live beneath the water surface. You're much kinder than they are. Oh, if only she knew. If the mermaid was aware, I would wonder of how petty you are, and how jealous would and how jealous would she still care for you? Well, that is neither here nor there. You agree to meet. You agree to meet with a. You agree to meet with the mermaid comes sundown the following night. Then make your slow stumbling way back up the cliffs. The, the then to the cottage you have purloined as your own. Once indoors, you settle down upon your pallet, and then you close your eyes. The sighing of the wind outside and the distant roiling of the waves against the rocks do not disturb you. You feel, after your midnight encounter of a merrish kind, quite quite at ease, perhaps prematurely so. What happened to the icy fear which prompted your frantic flight through the forest? Where has all that gone? Do you not think? Do you not think you're being a bit complacent? No. Oh well, you will. Uh, maybe I guess. Yeah, maybe I guess that's it. That's it for tonight, I guess. Oh, for the stream tonight, just because yeah, if this video comes out, yeah, if this video comes out, yeah, this is still live. This is still live on stream. So maybe I'll stop there. Maybe at least there that is for at least 25 minutes at least for the second video. I don't know. I just if ever this video comes out, but yeah, and I know the first part. I know the first part. Uh, probably you know, probably suddenly stops. But yeah, I think yeah. I was hoping that this is a heavy visual novel. Well, maybe I'm not there yet, but I guess that's it for the video.